Welcome in one and all to another fresh shave. My name's Regan Boyce, aka Pink Demon, and apologies for the pause in uploads. I was on a little holiday camping in the mountains, but I'm back now. And I tell you what, the first thing I ate when I got back, the first meal I had getting back from holidays, you've been all day driving back to Melbourne, you get home, you don't want to go to the supermarket, you don't want to make your own dinner. I ordered a pizza. Now, I did order a pizza from Domino's. Yeah, not even my favorite chain restaurant. I'm a Pizza Hut guy. But I got a pizza in that lens perfectly because you clicked into the video probably. We're looking at the new Pizza Def album, World Domination. Now, where possible, I like to start off by judging a book by its cover because this has amazing album art, and I'm very lucky because for once, I actually have a physical copy. Shouldn't block the microphone. I have a physical copy. This is not a promo or anything. I just straight up bought this because I love Pizza Def. Look at this album art. Look at this. I'm trying not to get the reflection. I thought it was a pizza beholder at first. No, it's a Daemon from Doom with his big cheesy teeth and this brave soul throwing his spear into it. And there's a little wizard down there. It is amazing. The skulls on the ground, that's not skulls, they're mushrooms. Icky, I don't eat mushrooms. This is just fucking cool. And the back gets even cooler. This is A+ presentation with this pizza menu track listing, which instead of describing the ingredients on the pizza, it actually gives a little blurb for each of the songs. It's got a list of pizzerias that they give thanks to and support. It is just A+ packaging. It is perfectly in line with their amazing approach to merchandising that they've had in the past. It's always exciting to buy something from Pizza Def or see that they're announcing new merch. They are just absolute guns at presenting their band and making engaging with them and engaging with their merch table a fun experience. I've been harassing a lot of people I know in bands a lot about this lately. Ever since my wife got into K-pop and I went to a K-pop store and I saw all this amazing album packaging and just the way they merchandise, I'm like, holy shit, metal is boring when it comes to physical merchandise. Pizza Def are an exception. Pizza Def do the coolest merchandising, the coolest album packaging, A+. Now, as for the contents of the album, and I don't mean the CD in it, I mean the actual music. I'm struggling to open it. Look at that. Just so cool. Look at that pizza. This is the best pizza disc I've had since I got that Red Fang vinyl that has the pizza print on it. I love that one. And there's the guys eating a big pizza. Anyway, on to the music. And as much as I love this band, and you can tell I love this band, I've just been gassing them up. They are a live band that is best enjoyed hot and fresh. The album isn't bad, but they've kind of got one joke now that they've stretched over 3 albums, and like a pizza dough, when you stretch it too thin, it gets thin enough to poke holes in it. The riffs, very stock standard for a thrash album, especially kind of that, they call it pizza thrash, and this is a pizza band doing thrash. If you've heard Municipal Waste, you've heard all these riffs before. They're not bad riffs, they make me want to move, they make me want to mosh, they're acceptable, they're fine, they're not bad, but they're not good, they're not fresh, and they're definitely not innovative. Every now and then, you'll get a really cool hook that pulls you back into it, like a cool gang vocal or something, like on a Vulgar Display of Flower, but really, 90% of the joke is just in the song title, and the song titles are great. The Earth's crust is stuffed, mozzarella stigmata, God, Vulgar Display of Flower, I Bleed Cheese is great. Again, everything on here is just beneath the Chuck E. Cheese. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Just looking at all these. They're great. Human Meat Lovers. That's the last one, I swear. But when you listen to the song, it's just kind of that joke played out over 1 to 2 minutes. And it's not particularly exciting thrash metal, above what thrash metal normally is. It's an exciting genre, so I don't think you're going to be bored during it, but don't think you're also going to hear the next innovation. Now, I do have a slight bone to pick. Over their 3 albums, they've put in a lot of opinions about, what does and doesn't belong on a pizza, or what you should and shouldn't eat at an Italian restaurant. And normally I agree with them. In fact, I think up until this point I've exclusively agreed with them. But now they've crossed me. I normally support their pizza-based opinions, but I cannot stand by an attack on the barbecue chicken pizza, alright? Barbecue chicken pizza is a solid B tier choice, alright? Sure, it's not the greatest pizza, but I'm never upset with a barbecue chicken pizza, alright? And how dare they try and say that it's not good. I do, however, heavily back their opinion on people eating pizza with knives and forks. Don't do that. Do not do that. And I would like to hear their opinion on their next album about people dipping pizza in condiment. I've noticed it to be a real UK thing. I've seen my British friends do it, and they'll typically get their pizza slice and they'll dip it in mayonnaise and then eat it. And I think that's a bit fucked up. I would like to hear their opinion on that on the next album, maybe. Or if they watch this, throw one in the comments. Let me know. Is dipping pizza acceptable? I don't think it is. Unless you got just the crust, where if you've eaten it to the crust and you got a little sauce and you dip the crust and so on. Dipping your whole slice of pizza though, that's fucked up. Especially mayonnaise. Mayonnaise on a pizza? What the fuck is that? Ugh. England. Why? Back to the album review. I think the shorter songs really serve this album and the live show. It's effectively just reducing the time between the bits. Because like I said, these are kind of short jokes, so you pack as many in as possible. And in the live show, they got kind of, little bits that play out, or little banters that play out between the songs. And you're just kind of, reducing the amount of time before getting to those bits. Because they're the cheese that binds all the toppings together in the live show. I guess as my last point on the music side of it as well, is that the vocal style gets very grating. It's this very, shrieky scream, and it has so little variation in tone or volume throughout the entire album. I think even if this was, a bit of a silly joke band, when you're 3 albums in, might be time to, throw some of that sweet merchandise money into vocal lessons. I think there needs to be a bit more dynamic vocals moving forward. Otherwise, it's just very hard to listen to. And that's how I feel on Repeat. It's a good background album, because it's really fast-paced. You clean your house to it and you don't have to focus too much. But when you're trying to actually sit down and listen to this and focus on it and pick up all the lyrics, that vocal style is just almost headache-inducing by the end. It's so full-on, and I hate to be rude, but it sounds untrained. What I do like, though, is in between the songs and kind of break out those intense vocals, is you've got a lot of sound bites in there, and as long as pizza remains culturally relevant, which I don't think it'll ever not be, you're never going to run out of sound bites from movies and TV shows about pizza to put in between your tracks. So, you've got material for years on that one. So all in all, can I recommend listening to this album? If you're already a thrash fan, absolutely. In terms of broad appeal, probably not. I don't think it carries the same universal appeal that their live show has, where you can really get into the gimmick as it plays out in front of you, just listening to the album. But can I recommend seeing Pizza Death live? Fully and wholeheartedly. Even if you're not a metal fan, the gimmick thrives in their live show. You're going to get some laughs. You're probably going to get a slice of pizza too. If Pizza Death is ever in your town, and they're touring internationally, they might be in your town, check them out. You will not be disappointed. I put my seal of approval on that. I will buy you a small pizza if you go see Pizza Death live and you're not entertained. And a couple last final notes here that I didn't really work in. I think they should do a car park show at the Ballarat Pizza Hut, which is one of the last all-you-can-eat Pizza Huts in Australia. If you're ever in Ballarat, do go to the Ballarat Pizza Hut. Like I said, all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. Yum. And if they do a t-shirt for the Live Laugh La Paqueta song, I will buy multiple, because my wife loves La Paqueta and she will want to wear that shirt all the time. So I'll just have to rotate them out. So that's my take on the new Pizza Death album, World Domination. Go see it live. if you're into metal and you've heard Pizza Death before, check out the album. It's not bad, but I don't think it'll sell you on the band as much as seeing them live on stage will sell you on it. So go see them live, and then maybe go check out the album. But definitely go check out their merch stand, because they've got all the coolest shit on their merch stand. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Share it with your friends if you like pizza. And I will see you on the next one. Peace out.